I feel like the energy is moving for you, and I wanted to see kind of like what spirit is opening up for you right now. So what's unlocking, what's finally gaining momentum, if you will, in your life? Let's go ahead and see. Ooh, crap, the Hierophant. Structure, strength, and then the Knight of Cups. Oh my goodness, are we kidding? Nine of Pentacles at the back of the deck. Okay, I think that you've really been tapping into this part of you that is deeply craving direction, deeply craving structure, right? But in your own way, in your own way. So this is like, I don't know if you've recently started some kind of a new, I just heard exercise regimen, health too, like getting our health in order. But it also just kind of feels like something recently made you go, you know what? Not putting up with that anymore. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. I'm going to do the things that I know that I can do. And I also just kind of feel like there's this part of you that you're leading from your strength, but you're also leading from your heart too. You're allowing your heart and your intuition to guide you. So there's this really beautiful mix of logic and intuition going on, like a beautiful mix. Let me get some clarifiers really quick. What else can you tell me about what's unlocking for them? This energy, this structure, this direction, modest fortitude. So we're doing things. We have energy again, we have inspiration again, and motivation. And we're using this energy and we're putting it towards something that matters and something that can really sustain us and fulfill us in the long haul, which is really beautiful, and I like to see that. But I also just kind of feel like this sense of boundaries, being really firm with your boundaries with other people, with yourself as well. Intuition, confirmation, and peace, protecting our peace. And a part of that has been, again, like there's this liberating energy. I feel like this sense of, I feel liberated. I'm like standing in my power. But it almost feels like maybe you eliminated certain things from your life that were preventing you from being able to kind of have this sustained motivation and this energy. And so we got rid of all the things that were preventing that. And now it's like there's just this kind of there's this clearness. You know what I mean? I wonder if you've recently been doing some healing wounds. Have you recently been doing like spring cleaning, getting rid of old clothes, junk, old mail, like things like that? Because not only energetically am I feeling like this sense of purification, you know what I mean? Like taking the extra load off of you. I also feel that like physically. So it almost feels like our space feels lighter. You know, we're not like carrying extra added junk anymore. That's kind of like that's the vibe that I'm feeling with this. And of course, my nose is tickly. The intuition cobwebs. Let me pull from this deck for you really quick. Spirit, what else is unlocking for them? This energy, this direction, this sense of liberation. I think it's the strength too. That strength card, I'm looking at it. It's like, I think you're no longer putting extra pressure on yourself that is unnecessary. I think that you're starting to really become your own best friend in a lot of ways. Speaking to yourself with compassion and with care. Vacation and kick up your heels. Rise above problems. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This peace feeling. Like things are finally starting to feel safe again. But I also just like from this, I get this kind of feeling about like going somewhere, traveling, being able to travel, being able to see new environments, new cultures, understanding them, getting out of your element, getting out of your comfort zone, breaking out of your shell. And this isn't something that you feel forced to do. It genuinely feels something that you are wanting to do and something that you are excited to do. And I feel like Spirit is encouraging this. I feel like Spirit has been encouraging you to seek more, to seek higher, to set higher standards for yourself. And you've been doing that. And you do that by, one, honoring your intuition, listening to the guidance, honoring your boundaries, not apologizing, not explaining your no, and the way that you've been treating yourself and talking to yourself. Again, that compassion, that compassionate dialogue is very important. And so I just feel like momentum. It just feels like momentum, beauty, kindness, family harmony. I'm seeing woodland creatures. For some reason, I'm seeing like this really beautiful forest. And there's glitter, not glitter, but like sparkles kind of everywhere and light shining through the trees. And I'm hearing like the sound of a stream. It's so relaxing. And I feel, you know what, y'all, it makes sense if you've been so stressed and so overburdened, overworked, overwhelmed, whereas now the energy is settling for you, finally. And I think a lot of you have been praying for a break. Like, I think that any of you listening to this, it's very likely that you've like said, Divine Spirit, Source, God, I need a break. I need things to slow down. I need to be able to catch up. I feel like life keeps going and I'm never able to catch up. And so I feel like this is kind of almost like a Spirit gifting you like a break, but not even that. It's just like the energy we're moving into, it's just calmer. It allows your nervous system to start to recalibrate, if you will. Like that's the vibes I'm getting. Let's do this deck really quick. Here, let's see what comes out. The world awaits you. See what I mean though? Like with how she's waking up happily and she's just cozy and in her bed and it's like, I slept through the night. I feel refreshed. This is the energy that I'm feeling. But also with this, again, revisiting this Knight of Cups energy and that Hierophant, right? Of like finding our structure again, finding our momentum again, finding our peace, finding our strength again, but allowing our passion and allowing our intuition, our hearts to lead the way. Again, that's where I was saying in the beginning, there's like this beautiful combination of everything feels like there's that logic, that structure, that traditional kind of energy, but it's beautifully balanced out by this kind of whimsy intuition, if you will. But I feel like this is also going to be a beautiful time for you to start to play with your creative ideas. Because some of you, I feel, because of this kind of energy that we're in of things slowing down and us feeling more relaxed and rested, it's allowing for more of this inspiration and this creation to come forward. And so if you've been feeling inspired, like, ooh, I really want to create that, or I'm feeling, I want to create this, I want to finish this project that I put on hold a while ago, do it. Do it. Oh my goodness. Ooh, we were just, do it for you. Immediately after I said that. I love this. I love this. What is the thing that we're doing? You want to comment down below? You can. No pressure. But I'm very, very curious. Release your guilt. The sacred flame. Taking everything that we hold on because we feel like we have to hold it. because we feel if we don't hold this, are we a bad person? You know, if I don't remind myself every day of this terrible thing that I did, have I truly grown from it, right? And Spirit's like, we don't have to hold all that anymore. The guilt, the replaying things, maybe things that you did, actions that you took that were out of integrity and out of character for you. But the thing is you have addressed it. I feel like you've taken accountability, and there's a part of you that feels like you need to constantly be punished. And I think that that's something that you're healing from right now. But some of the guidance I feel like from your guides have been, it's not necessary for you to continue to shame yourself, to continue to revisit the things that, yes, you're not proud of. And yes, there's a part of you that wants to remind yourself, you know, where you came from, you know, and to check yourself and make sure you don't do something like that. I get it, but also it's not necessary. It's not necessary to continue to punish yourself in that way. And so I'm hoping that you can give yourself the permission little by little that when those thoughts or those the feelings of shame or guilt or regret, when they come in, I want to give you, hopefully you give yourself the permission to forgive yourself, to give compassion to yourself, and to slowly start to put that down, because you don't have to carry that anymore. And again, I think that a part of this energy that we're in after this chaos that you've been in, a part of this piece is, and again, this slowing down of the energy, the slowing down of the overwhelm. I feel like it's a beautiful opportunity for you to heal with yourself, forgive yourself too. I think that that's, something lovely will grow from this. And how is that for a happily ever after? This is like the ultimate chaos that we have been in. It's like, oh shit, okay, we're good now. We're good. We're coming out of that. We're coming out of the smoke. We're coming out of the intensity, if you will. And then something lovely will grow from this card. Yes. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you, again, like loss or endings, dissolving of old structures, again, that would make a lot of sense with this Hierophant here, of you just really doing an audit of your entire life and saying, okay, this is not working, and I will be eliminating this from my space, right? It's like, I feel like there's been, and some of you too, it's maybe things ended or things left that we were not intending, we were not expecting. It came out of nowhere, and we were like, how are we going to manage? How are we going to function? How are we going to keep moving forward? And it just kind of feels like truly like miracles, like seemingly out of the blue. You know, it's like when you didn't think that you were going to be able to get through, you somehow did. You somehow were able to manage it. And now I just feel like we're over that bumpy hill, you know? I feel incredibly relaxed right now. Spirit, what else do they need to know? The swim away from the situation and let them go card just came out. So this is the shark. It says swim away from the situation, let them go. Right after we were just talking about releasing things, people, whatever it may be. And I think that this is more of just confirmation for me, like especially any of you who have ended a very long friendship, a very long romantic relationship, or even something short-lived that we thought was going to be really awesome and it just kind of fizzled out, whatever it may be. I do feel like you're listening even when it's hard. You're honoring what is best for you and also what's best for everybody involved too. And I think that that's very important, but there just kind of feels like a level of responsibility or taking accountability and protecting yourself and your energy, even when it's hard. And I just almost feel like this is just your guides acknowledging that, like knowing this was really hard for you to do, but you did it anyway, and you really need to pat yourself on the back for it. Especially, I feel like somebody recently left like a really tumultuous relationship when you never thought you'd be able to do it or have the courage or have the strength to do it, and you did it. And congratulations, because your new life starts now and you deserve this. You truly do. And the healing that's going to be taking place for you is going to be phenomenal, and you have the strength and the courage to continue to move forward. I know it. I know it, and I feel it from you. And I love that that came in. You don't need someone else to fix you card is here, 110%. I love that little quick, that quick mention. I think that that is perfect. So perfect. Spirit, what else? What guidance? Integrity. Drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It is your life. Let no one live it for you. Very much so. Confirmation. Healing. Bless all in need of healing. Hope and love. Spirit, grant us the strength and wisdom. Guide us to the path of wellness. That the angels, y'all work with angels. I know it. I know it. I know it. I have chills. Can you see? Can you? I know it. They're, especially the archangels like Raphael, Uriel, Sandalphon, Metatron. I'm feeling Archangel Michael. It's very, 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 very potent in this room right now. Expectation. Be open to whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. Well, what is it? Spirit, do we get to know? Or is that just a surprise for them to find out on their journey? Strength. You have courage. You can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. Don't y'all love when they just start confirming everything we were already saying? Adversity. See the gifts and challenge. One can be taught within the calm, but the greatest lessons are learned from the storms, which I fully believe that this is referencing this chaotic energy that you just left. Like, yes, enjoy the calm. You deserve it, but remember the magic of the challenge, because it was there. Even if it was difficult, there was still something beautiful that we learned, that we gained. And I truly feel like that is something like that you feel and that you acknowledge, you know what I mean? But it's always good just to be reminded of it again. Just, you know. Let's see. I'll pull some of these. The only thing is I can't show these, sadly, because sometimes there are little nudities on them. Okay, let's see. But I love these cards so much. Any other guidance or any other divine guidance, as I ask that? Any other guidance? Maybe anything that's playfulness, anything that they need to know, miracles, music and support. I feel like this is literally your guide saying, hey, we got you. You're taken care of. We are supporting you. We are walking with you always. You are never alone, especially those of you who have been feeling, oh my God, has there been like lights flickering, maybe more electricity on your body? Maybe you've been feeling like the presence of spirit with you recently. Oh, I have chills, y'all. If you're driving past, oh, this is big. Some of you have been driving, and when you're driving, you get really meditative, and all of a sudden the street lights turn off, like, or flicker on and off, excuse me. That's a big sign, like a presence of spirit too. So anybody who has been experiencing that, that's confirmation. But this is truly, I just feel like your guides are here. They're like, hey, we got you. You are supported. Have fun. Enjoy this new chapter that you're in. Enjoy this peace and this calm. Keep listening to your intuition. Keep trusting the guidance of your heart. And with this music card, honestly, seriously, like a couple of things. Singing the song of your soul unapologetically being yourself, even if it makes other people uncomfortable. Now, obviously, be self-aware. Don't don't be inconsiderate about other people in their space, right? But in terms of just you, like going out in the world, wearing the outfit that you want to wear, speaking your truth, when you feel like you want to say something, but usually you'd keep quiet. No, say the thing, say the thing. Making your, if you have an Instagram or something, like posting the things that you want to post, not because you want to try to impress somebody, but just because this is you and you are unapologetically being yourself, right? That's the energy here, but laughing at yourself, having more fun, putting music on in the morning. I feel like there's somebody here that used to do that a lot. You would open the window in the morning, put your music on, and at some point you stopped doing that. And Spirit is like, do it again, because it made you really happy. It made you really happy. You woke up and the music was just perfectly setting up your day. And that can be really helpful for you to do that again. So that was random. But there you go. We're going to end off with one more card. One more little message. What else do they need to hear? What else do they need to hear before we end off? Yes, reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything and anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what bring you joy and who and what don't. It is time for some life cleanup. I am telling y'all right now, this is so funny because the very beginning of this reading, it was just like spring cleaning. Like I feel like we're getting rid of things and, just assessing and taking an audit of our life. And I love that this came out just to reinforce that message, especially for those of you who are still kind of in that process of, okay, I still have a couple of things that I need to let go. And I'm hoping that this message today and this reading gave you that strength and gave you that courage and kind of like lit a fire under your little booty. If you've already been like, yeah, I need to do this, I'm stalling, I'm just waiting for the sign. Hopefully this was it today. But I feel like truly what is unlocking for y'all is peace again. Liberation. It's that feeling of having that motivation, having that direction again, and listening to your intuition, heeding the call. But ultimately, overall, just purified, feeling purified, whole and complete. But I'm gonna love and leave y'all. Let me know in the comments below if this resonated. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that would be so freaking awesome. To everybody who has been subscribing, y'all are so cool. It has been awesome just to keep showing up and growing a little channel and a community for us all to congregate and hang out and connect. So thank you. Anything you do, liking, sharing, commenting on this video, it helps me so much. And of course, please check out the links in my description box. I have a couple of offerings to share with you, but I definitely recommend becoming a part of my email list, okay? That way you can know when I'm gonna post. I also share just emails throughout the week, little messages, reminders, things from Spirit that I'm feeling. So definitely if you'd like to become a part of that, the link is below for you to join my email list, and it would be so cool. But either way, I will see y'all again when I see you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Remember you are loved, and remember you are worthy of all the things that your heart desires, okay? Love you, friend.